Am I the asshole for insisting that my boyfriend pay me for breaking my $3,500 model ship? The word is ship. My female 33 dad passed away and left me one of his last and favorite ship models. I had it on display in my living room, but for some reason I never actually mentioned it to my boyfriend, male 37 of 6 months. Maybe because we don't live together and he doesn't visit often. The other day, he and his friends came over to my place to celebrate his birthday. They got drunk and started throwing the sofa pillows at each other. I told them to stop, then went into the kitchen to clean up. I then started hearing a loud noise. I walked out the kitchen and saw my model ship in my boyfriend's hands. I rushed to get it, but he passed it on to his friend, and then his friend passed it on to another friend. I started running around trying to catch it while yelling at them to stop. Then my boyfriend grabbed it again. I was so angry. I told him to hand it over, but he said I needed to kiss him first. I yelled at him and he tried to throw it to his friend who tried to catch it but missed, and it hit the wall and it broke. I lost it. I kicked all of his friends out, then had a fight with him, telling him this was a sentimental item from my dad and demanded that he pay me $3,500 because this is how much it costs. He left, then called in the morning asking if I was serious about wanting him to pay $3,500, and I said I was dead serious. He started making excuses, saying he was drunk, and also I never told him about this ship and how important it was for me before, both monetarily and sentimentally, so that's on me. We had another fight, and then I hung up upon telling him I'm expecting the $3,500 and that I wasn't afraid to take legal route if I have to. He kept texting me to let it go and saying it was cruel of me to threaten him with the law. He had his friends apologize, thinking this would be it, but I insisted that he pays me. I get it that I might have worked up over an item and treated my boyfriend badly, but to me, it seemed a little reckless on his part. So, am I the asshole for insisting that my boyfriend pay me for breaking my $3,500 model ship? I just want to, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Oh my gosh. I just wanted to apologize for stuttering. I trip over my words sometimes, and I really try my best, but I just wanted to apologize for stumbling over my words. Is this person the top comment coming in with 34,000 upvotes? Not the asshole, but he is 37 and treats you, mocking you that night, and your possessions like that. You deserve better. OP commented back, 14,000 upvotes. Yes, he's 37. He claims to be outgoing and is a child at heart, but everything has limits. Next comment, 13,000 upvotes. Being a child at heart to me means that he can partake of enjoying things with a joyful, respectful appreciation. He and his friends did not do this. I'm so sorry this happened. Next comment, 8,000 upvotes. For me, being a child at heart is still getting happy and excited while watching Tom and Jerry, not whatever he did. Now, I have a question. Does anyone have a favorite cartoon or a childhood hobby? I would love to watch at least one episode from each of your childhood cartoons, or share with me your childhood hobbies. I'd love to hear it. Next comment, 15,000 upvotes. Not the asshole. Ship ahoy. What shall we do with a drunken boyfriend? What shall we do with a bully boyfriend? What shall we do with a loser boyfriend? When he breaks an heirloom, dump him. Okay, so a bunch of people commented little rhymes. I'm going to read the top ones. 3,000 upvotes. Make him pay you back and F himself. Make him pack his stuff and F himself. Make him walk up the plank and F himself when he breaks an heirloom. Next one, 2,000 upvotes. Kick him to the curb and file small claims court. Kick him to the curb and file small claims court. Kick him to the curb and file small claims court early in the morning. Is this a nursery rhyme? What is the tune of this? I don't know what the tune of this is. Change the locks and block his number. Change the locks and block his number. Change the locks and block his number early in the morning. Okay, this one's really funny. Shave his balls with a rusty razor. Shave his balls with a rusty razor. Shave his balls with a rusty razor early in the morning. Okay, I need someone to tell me what tune this goes to. Is this a nursery rhyme? Is this a cartoon? I don't understand what the tune of this is. Oh my gosh. Okay, this one's really funny. It's 500 upvotes. Peg him in the butt with a sandy dildo. Peg him in the butt. Peg him in the butt with a sandy dildo. Peg him in the butt with a sandy dildo. Early in the morning. Oh my gosh. Someone said, I thought this was supposed to be a punishment. And then someone else, enough Reddit for today. Is this person the asshole? Am I the asshole for sitting back and doing nothing when mom told my wife that she would take us to court for grandparents' rights? This situation is a bit of a mess. I'll just mention the relevant conflict at hand. So my wife Liz and I have been married for 7 years. We have preschool-aged kids, and because we currently live in the same city as my parents, mom would take the kids while my wife and I work. Liz is the one with a much larger income. She got an even better job opportunity that is requiring us to move to another city. I agreed since I could easily find a job in my field in the city we're moving to. But after my family heard we were selling the house to move, all hell broke loose. Sunday, my mom and Liz got into a huge fight because Liz told mom we'll move away and hire a babysitter for the kids so she's no longer needed. Mom said she doesn't want her grandkids moving away. Even said we should let the kids live at her house while we move. Liz laughed at her and mom lost it, basically saying that Liz was an ungrateful witch and that her grandkids moving will only happen over her dead body. They began exchanging harsher words and Liz snapped and told mom to butt out of the private matters that don't concern her and said that she had no right to decide things regarding the kids. Mom firmly told her that she was dead wrong and proceeded to tell her that she, as an involved grandmother, knows her rights and she will be taking Liz and me to court to ensure she still gets to see her grandkids. Liz was in shock. She looked to the left and saw me sitting there not saying or doing anything. She told me to check my mom, but I told her she was being unfair to mom and that mom had to feel upset because she was no longer able to see her grandchildren. I honestly told Liz that she was a bit selfish to not consider my mom's feelings and her crucial presence in the kids' life first. Liz started arguing with me, saying she couldn't believe I didn't stand behind her and defend her after hearing mom saying she'd get the court involved. I said mom was upset and cannot be blamed for her reaction. Liz started yelling at me, calling me unsupportive and an enabler, then went home with the kids, insisting my family is my problem and I should handle it, although this whole moving thing was her idea. The situation has not been resolved, and Liz and mom are getting more intense in their fights. I choose to stay out of it because both have valid arguments, but Liz has called me awful for not siding with her after seeing how mom spoke to her and being okay with the fact that mom was willing to cause us issues in court. So, am I the asshole for sitting back and doing nothing? And the top comment coming in with 50,000 upvotes. You're the asshole. Your mom threatened to take your family to court so she can get custody of your kids. She wants them to live with her. That is a disproportionate reaction to being told that someone is moving. Are you okay with moving to a new city? It sounds like you are. Why would you ever let anyone threaten your wife with court for doing something incredibly beneficial for your family? Why would you let someone threaten you instead of offering to get on a plane to see you? Next comment, 16,000 upvotes. You're the asshole. Your mom is threatening your family, and she could very well actually gain custody of the kids depending on how much and how long she takes care of them for. Oh my gosh, you're the asshole, OP. Your wife and children should be your first priority always, not your mother's feelings over moving. Next comment, 12,000 upvotes. The chances of the grandmother getting any real custody in the described scenario is 0. The chances of grandmother preventing the move with a family court authority is 0. At best, there may be an order to allow the grandparents some annual time set aside for a visit, which in this case could actually backfire on grandma because the mom may now decide to only let her see the kids as little as the court requires after all this drama, rather than any sort of friendly visiting whenever's convenient. I would. Grandparents' rights generally are for when there is a loss of a parent and the other parent is withholding the grandchildren after a relationship has already been established, or the parents are somehow abusive/neglectful. It is not for keeping responsible parents under grandma's thumb. The bigger issue here is the drama and hassle grandma is causing and the lack of boundaries OP is setting with his family. OP, you're the asshole. Next comment, 17,000 upvotes, quote unquote, insisting my family is my problem and I should handle it, although this whole moving thing was her idea. Starting the comment. It may have been her idea, but you agreed to it. If you had an issue with moving, you should have had that conversation with your wife. Agreeing with it to your wife's face and then letting your mom do the dirty work of fighting her about it is cowardly and passive aggressive. The fact that you are continuing to sit there like a bum on a log while your relatives harass your wife is failing hardcore as a spouse. I just want to correct myself. Like a bump on a log. Get your mother out of your marriage or you won't have a marriage. You're the asshole. What do you guys think?